1, 2, 3. All right. We still ain't got a.
Okay,
we still ain't got.
listen.
Nah, we gonna
Next-
freestyle. All right.
The next episode, I promise, we're gonna have some form of introduction
Man, listen, we finna have
to
an
the
intro right
podcast.
now.
But
Listen,
welcome back. That's Crazy Podcast.
The podcast where we talk about everyday crazy life, whether it's our lives, public life, just everyday life, y'all life, aka the podcast where we find out how long we can go before we get banned. From
Before we get canceled. So I'm Dior Dank,
Baldhead Trey.
Ballhead Trey. So yeah, let's get into
We
the
got
first topic.
we got a lot to talk about, a lot of crazy stuff going on. Before we get
Oh my
into that,
God.
man,
Shout out to the bartender.
yeah, shout out to the bartender, me. But before we get into the stuff for the day, man, so as we're recording, part 2 hasn't dropped yet of the first episode. But by the time y'all see this, part 2 will be out. What do you think? What feedback have you gotten, if any, from the first podcast?
It's just typical podcast shit to be honest. I mean, the first episode I ain't expected to be spectacular, but it's a work in progress. So shit, I'm with it.
Yeah, definitely. It was great. Like you say, the first podcast, it's never gonna be perfect.
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie. This podcast really for the dogs. For the dogs.
Hey,
Like eventually we plan on getting like a female maybe moderator or even like a female actual panelist, but as of right now,
we trying to build.
we kind of wild out on that first episode.
Bro, so listen. My mom watched that. And so apparently the crazy thing about that is, from what I heard from it, what I heard from most people is they didn't expect it to start how it started, about like how sexual it was.
Hey, listen.
So my mom
Was crazy.
My mom got into 5 minutes and she was like, "Oh, what
Nah,
the
yeah,
fuck?"
I ain't gonna lie. Niggas was talking about prostitution.
Bro,
Oh,
that
man.
shit crazy.
And that's probably what's crazy about this podcast, because like niggas was like topic. I just like, all right, we ran with it.
Yep.
There was no like,
But
maybe we shouldn't say that, but
it's a lot of stuff we probably shouldn't have said.
But since we already done kind of said that, we might as well keep going, honestly.
But so the one thing about this podcast, you will always get us genuinely who we are.
Yeah.
Like, we not coming on here trying to fake being funny or any of that
Nah,
stuff.
yeah.
But like, this is genuinely who he is, man. So, we always gonna be authentic with y'all, man, and keep it real. But yeah, I think the first podcast went good.
Yeah, first podcast went straight. Well, I mean, shit. I mean, you started off the first episode with DR, so
All right, so like I said, we got a lot of stuff to get into today, so let's just jump straight in. Wanted to start with the 50-50 versus 100% type thing. We forgot to watch the video before.
I watched the
but
video. I watched the video briefly.
So-
it was
so-
like two niggas. Well, I'm gonna let you explain and set it up.
So basically, it's between these two dudes. One is like maybe I guess a middle class dude. The other one is like a wealthier dude. Because
Nah, that nigga was poor. Nigga was poor.
But so the basis was they were having a debate back and forth about whether a man should pay 100% of the bills, like with a woman, or whether he should go 50-50. And basically, the points was the dude that was saying, 50-50, he was like, hey, man, like, that's my situation, that doesn't make me any less of a man. I'm still providing. I'm still, doing things, but my situation just don't provide me to do 100%, and, which I can understand. And the other dude was basically saying, okay, yeah, life is hard, but you got to grind harder. And, like, you shouldn't get into a relationship until you're at a point where you can, be able to do that. Like, provide 100% of everything, Because he was in that situation before.
Yeah.
But he was listen. So he was like he was in other dude's situation before, and he said that even at that point, he still didn't have his woman working. Like he was just grinding crazy, and she was just taking care of the house type shit. 'Cause I don't know. And and so that's basically what that debate is. What's your opinion on the 50-50, 100?
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So like, if your situation calls for it, then by all means. I mean, I don't feel like you should be judged or should be less of a man because you're not paying 100% of the bills. Like, if I think that's like the misconception is that the guy was basically saying like, yeah, you a man, but like at the end of the day, you're not gonna really be respected like that, and this and this and this, and like, and I ain't gonna lie, that nigga was crazy. He had his damn. I gotta stop cussing. He had his chick working like 16 hours and shit like that. So like 50-50 really mean 50-50. So like we split everything. So like we take times cooking, cleaning and shit like that. So like you have like a partner and stuff like that. So it's nothing wrong with that. Like if you could take care of all the bills yourself, by all means. But if you don't have the bread, then you don't have the bread. But I don't think that like most people be like, well, if you don't have the bread, you shouldn't be dating. And I don't think that's fair either. Like everybody needs like companionship, love and shit like that. So like if you don't got it and you working towards it, there's no problem with it. Now it's not like he's saying like, yo, this is just my situation. This is what it is. Like I'm not trying to make no improvements or I'm not trying to get lit or trying to get extra money. It's just like this is a situation. I'm with shorty, and like honestly, I don't think she should be working 16 hours. I don't know if that's like maybe she's just like
I think that's cap.
a nurse or something like where she got 12 to 16 hours and she worked 3 days, but like 16 hours coming home, cooking, cleaning, taking care of kids, shit like that. Like,
but you gotta think. So the dude that was actually doing 50-50, he didn't say his girl was working 16 hours. That's what the other dude said. He was just assuming like, oh, you probably got her working 16 hours type shit. So that's
did he say yeah?
I don't know.
I feel like he said yeah.
But I feel like, man, first of all, y'all got to stop letting other people's opinions
dictate your relationship.
Yeah, dictate
bro.
y'all relationship, bro. It's
like,
your life. Like everything ain't gonna work for everybody, man. So whatever was working for you and your partner, man, that's what you be happy with.
And
don't focus on societal standards.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like most positive relationships is 50-50, dog. Like everybody has that power dynamic where they don't feel like, I'm basically being taken care of, or I'm just here for the ride type shit. Like I actually have like value, work, and input into the relationship and shit. Like that.
And then like on the other hand of that, it's like as far as the woman goes, like is like not all women are gonna be cool. Not all women are gonna be cool.
We gotta have jits. We gotta have kids. There's no way you should just be at the crib by yourself and we don't got kids.
Well, nah. I'm assuming that's the long term plan of it. Like, okay, we have kids and that's what you do. You sit home. Being a mom is a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch the kids, you gotta cook, clean, all that stuff. That's a job. But what I'm saying is not all women want to do that shit, man.
No, like, bro, listen. all these women want to do now is they want to be this shit called like I forget the terminology, but I think it's called like a lady of leisure or whatever the case is. So like they want a nigga to pay 100% of the bills, that's right? Crazy. So it's like, all right, cool, whatever. Then it's just like if we have kids, or like in order for me to like feel confident or feel in my femininity or whatever y'all pandering. They also want a maid and they want a nanny too. So they want to be at that. They want to be at home. They don't want to pay bills, but also they don't want to like really have to cook, have to clean, have to take care of the children all the time. And then in their free time, they would like to dedicate to their mental health, making sure they still look great for you as far as like, going to the spa, getting their nails done, getting their hair done, just like mostly upkeep. So they don't want to have these situations stress them or cause them to look physically, drop off. So then you still find them attractive at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But
like at a certain point, that's where the actual love is supposed to kick in, because you got to think like you're not gonna think your wife look fine as fuck for the rest of your relationship. Like eventually she gonna get old. She like. Yeah, and granted, you got like the Nia Lones and stuff that's like 52 and they still fine in a motherfucker. But
rare.
It's like eventually,
yeah, it's pretty rare.
Eventually, like the beauty wears off. So like the actual thing that keeps you coming back is the love, not the physical attraction.
Mm-hmm.
But with all that being said, and this is just me personally, I ain't paying 100% shit.
Bro, like if I got it, it's no
Nope.
pressure,
Nope.
bro. But like if I'm out here in these streets just like you,
Nope.
bro, like
Nope.
it ain't nothing wrong with 50-50, bro.
Even if I got it, bro, like I can be rich, bro. I'm still not paying 100% of everything. Like, because so my mentality is even if, you're rich, there's always more money to be made. And my thing
Yeah.
is like, so I'm not saying you have to get a job, but you gotta have like some type of income.
Nah, you just
going in.
gotta,
So you can like sell shit
bro.
online.
The
you can have
video
an
was just
online
like, bro,
hustle.
you just gotta hustle harder, bro. This your job. It's your responsibility to take care of like a woman, bro. That's your job. So like, if you need to work 2 jobs, 18 hours a day, if you need to try sell dope on the side, scam a little bit. That's what you're supposed to do. That was his viewpoint. He's like, yo, don't make excuses. I've been there. I've done that.
All right, so this for the ladies now. If your man's paying 100% and financially, and you ain't gotta, take care of none of that, are you okay with him getting some side pussy? Cause I mean, hey, listen, man.
And you know what crazy thing is? I knew you was gonna say that, and I was gonna actually say that too, because it's like most of those relationships when there's like that financial dynamic where like the nigga makes all the money and the woman does nothing, like he's kind of not necessarily allowed, but it happens all the time. He got like a little side piece or some shit like that.
Hey, so
you
I give you
what's
one
the
better.
term? Pay to play. You gotta pay to play.
I
So
give you
like,
one better. I got a homie like that when I was living in Orlando, bro. White dude. He was a trainer, and he was dating some Asian chick, bro.
personal trainer.
Yeah, personal trainer. And he paid for. I'm talking about he paid for her. She didn't pay a thing.
Yeah.
She had a job. She worked at like one of the Asian spots.
Yeah.
Just to make money for her to
Yeah.
do whatever. But she didn't pay a single bill of theirs or hers. And yeah, like she used to bring girls home. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like if you like, ladies, if y'all looking for a dude to pay 100%, don't get mad with that nigga cheap. Like, encourage it. Be like, hey, babe.
Yeah, because
Do you want some
like,
extra pussy?
Nigga, because at this point, if a nigga paying all the bills, it's like, what did he really have you for? Like, I mean, obviously,
Bro,
there's,
and
like,
that's my
love and
thing.
some
Like,
shit
if
like
I'm
that, but,
paying,
like,
if all you doing is cooking and cleaning, like, bitch, I'd rather just go get a maid and fuck on the side. Like, if that's all you doing is cook, cleaning, and taking care of the house, and we don't have kids, why are you around? I go pay a maid.
that's what their role and responsibility is to take care of the home. That's it. So like, you can't just be sliding. Hey, ain't gonna lie, you ain't look good last Monday, bro. So you better tighten up.
Hey,
To swap you out.
But I don't think a lot of women really want to be in that position because of the like, really, you want that nigga in control, bro? That nigga say jump. Bitch,
I ain't
you
gonna
better
lie,
jump.
I don't see the big deal, bro. Like, I cook, I clean and shit like that. So like,
Yeah.
this shit really not hard.
Yeah,
So,
I can do
like-
it too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But nah, that's crazy. Y'all let us know what y'all think, man. Like, fellas, are y'all 50-50 in, or are y'all 100% in out here,
50-50
man? You know what I'm saying?
50-50, yeah.
Y'all let us know, man. Y'all let us know.
And then, like, I ain't gonna lie though, like, if a nigga paying all the bills, doing all of this, you gotta have bread, bro.
Yeah, nah.
Because you gotta pay for dates, you gotta pay for vacations. So like, you can't just be working and then just paying all the bills and don't really have nothing to really like show for it. Because then, at the end of the day, she gonna be miserable anyway.
So you're saying like, okay, so if a dude is paying for all the bills and stuff,
Unless
but like they not really going on vacation like that.
they not. I mean, you gotta have bread, bro.
But
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Is she gonna be cool with that?
I know
Like,
niggas
don't-
that's struggling just to pay rent.
facts.
And like, I ain't gonna lie, I done been on a few dates where like, bruh, dates is easily $100 easy.
Yeah,
And that's
easy.
just off
Easy.
two
And I'm
two
cheap.
little entrees and
Yeah.
everybody get one drink type
Yeah.
shit. Like, bill come out to like 80, 90, yeah, like
Drink.
100.
Drinking what? Water?
Alcohol. Yeah. All right, so like, whenever I go out, I expect to have one drink, appetizer, probably like a little entree, so times two. Yeah, that's just like easy, like $100.
So
Then you might
depends,
probably
though.
go out like maybe 2 nights, two nights out the week type shit.
It depends though. Oh, you talking about in the actual relationship?
And actual probably
Oh,
relationship type
okay,
shit.
yeah. I thought you meant
So
like talking. I'm like,
oh,
you ain't
I
getting no
mean,
drink.
talking you can kind of see somebody as often as you kind of want to see them, but
Yeah, but I'm saying
technically
you're
you
not
still
buying
be
no-
kind of like dating and shit like that. But you also not paying that big rent though. So
Yeah.
yeah, but no, it's hard. Shit, this
Nah, it
vacations,
is.
yeah,
It is.
50-50 until I could go 100. How about that?
50-50 all the way.
Yeah.
Don't bring that 100. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't doing it. Go to this nigga.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, that's crazy. Speaking of kind of staying on the topic of stuff, so there was a post of somebody that I follow, that she posted to her story. When loving you through your trauma is his priority, and then she put like the greater than sign, that type shit. And I think that's absolutely crazy. Like,
Okay, so like I don't know the context of it. So like
me either. She just
are we
put-
dating and somebody goes through something trauma wise and I'm there to like help them through it, or like as we're
No,
starting to talk,
no,
somebody
I think like as we're starting to talk and starting to build, like your traumas come out, but like he's like she say, loving you through your.
I ain't doing it. Hit me back.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy.
Like-
That's crazy. Like,
Hit me back, dog.
like-
Like I'm like a emotionally weird person where like I don't know, like I have feelings and I can acknowledge and understand other people's feelings and shit like that, but like I'm also emotionally awkward though. I ain't gonna lie.
how so?
Like when I be talking to somebody and they start crying, I literally don't know what I don't know what to do. I don't know if it's like it's gonna be okay, if it's like a hug or like.
Bruh.
And then on top of that, like when people tell me like their issues and traumas and shit like that, like I'm more so like my upbringing was just like, hey yo, bro, do this. We gonna get through it. Not like more so just kind of like hanging in the balance. Let's just kind of just listen and shit like that. I'm ready to give you a course of action type shit.
So yeah, so I kind of get where you're coming from, because like, so me, I'm very like logical.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like overly emotional.
Mm-hmm.
So in like a lot of situations when I'm talking to women, they're going through like whatever and they are pouring it out. Like I understand emotionally where you're coming from, but like if logically it don't make sense, like you said, like you'll be crying, I'll be like,
What you want me to do?
like do I hug? Like
Yeah.
do I pat the head or some shit? Like what's going on? But nah, I'm not. Bro, fellas, don't be don't be sticking with these women through their trauma, their personal trauma that has nothing to do with you, nothing to do with y'all as a couple. Let that motherfucker heal.
Yeah, I think everybody got to solve their own problems and stuff like that. Like, I really think it's important for people to like actually talk to like a professional when it comes to stuff like that, so they can like unpack it and stuff like that. Because like most people don't got the answers.
Why don't we do that? Like as like black people, we don't.
I
do
can tell you
the
why as
therapy.
men, because it's just like, yo, bro, suck that shit up. Like, yo, like
But that's so
you gonna
toxic,
be
though,
alright, or
man.
like it's just temporary, or like
That's
you
so-
just work through it. Like,
That's so toxic.
yeah, it
so
is,
toxic.
but like.
Like it's
It's a
doable,
touchy
but
it's a touchy
toxic.
situation just because it's just like depression, all this stuff is like actually ends up actually being real, especially when
Yeah.
it affects you and stuff like that. But it's just like
And that's what I'm saying. You don't get through it by just saying tough that shit up. Like, nah, bro, you gotta actually go through those.
it's kind of embarrassing. And then it's not
Fuck
only
embarrassing.
embarrassing, but it's also like kind of confusing too, because like I had somebody that was depressed and I'm like, yo, why are you depressed? And it was just like, I don't know. So then I was just like, was it work? Is it school? Is it like something physical? Like, are you not happy with like whatever? And they were just like, yeah, everything going straight. It's just like, I just not in the mood. So it's just like,
That nigga wasn't getting no pussy. I done been there, boy. Hey,
hey, listen, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I looked into it.
That's how I
Like,
know.
for curing men, like depression is a little bit easier than females because it's just like you can get a haircut, you could get the box, like you could do this. You could.
That's not real depression.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, but who's to say it's not real and who's to say it's not? It's like it's just affect, bro. It just
nah,
affects you.
bro.
Like,
you telling me you as a man you're depressed out here, And as soon as you get some pussy, you like, yeah, nah, I'm good now. I'm good.
I mean, like if you get like
fuck I was tripping
like
on.
it's like an endorphin booster. Like you might feel ugly as fuck. I mean, you get a haircut, you're like, okay, all right, cool. Like I'm straight. Get a little car wash,
So
slide on a little bit, go on a little date, grease. Like you feel like you on top of the world.
So you depressed because you ugly?
Now, I mean, I would hope that you know.
Nah, I don't think that's real. Not trying to offend nobody, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's real depression
I
because you ugly.
think I might have been depressed or went through depression just because I don't know, bro. I just didn't care, bro. I was unmotivated. I just was in like a little bit of a actual like little funk where it was just like, all right. But
What kind of broke that cycle?
I just maybe kind of comparing my life to others. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's like I've been pretty fortunate and blessed and shit. Like, where like my problems are not like most people say like real problems type shit. So it's just like I kind of help myself just get through it and just kind of like just take the shit like one step at a time. But like, niggas really be going through it out here though. Like it's a real thing. Like
it's real shit. I feel like it's
two years ago, I
like
kind of like acknowledged that depression might be real.
I
Before
feel
I was just like, nigga, you crazy. That shit all mental. It's in your head. But the mind is so powerful that like you can have somebody that feels depressed, but then you can also be so powerful that it convinces somebody that they might wake up on a Tuesday and feel like they are have been a girl this whole time, even though they're biologically male. It's just the brain is crazy.
Hey, yo. I don't know where the fuck that just.
But no, that's just how powerful the brain is.
Yeah,
like there's people who out here think that like even though they're biologically born a certain way, that through feelings and through their experience that they just feel like, oh, I don't identify like as this. I don't rock with this. Like it's not just that, but it's also other things and stuff like that. Like feelings towards somebody of a different sex, same sex type shit like that. It's just the brain. Like you're able to convince yourself a lot of things if you like, you know.
Yeah.
So like if you think you're depressed, you can probably convince yourself into being depressed. Just like if you think you are like fat and you might be actually really skinny, and then there's like so it's just like.
And I think it comes in levels. So like, kind of what keeps me cool these days is like whatever I go through, like I always realize that it's people in worse positions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I still think even with that mindset, you can still be depressed because it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just because you are aware that, okay, my situation kind of bad, but it's better than their situation in, you know, one of these other countries or some shit like that, like the DR or something like that.
Crazy. Jungle out there.
But you can still be depressed from the actual fact of your situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But yeah, nah, man. Like, fellas, let these women heal, man. You know, don't be trying to. You are not a counselor. You are not a counselor, bro. Like, you did not sign up for this shit. If that's your girl, and something comes up, you know, while in the relationship, then yeah, like help your woman out. But if you just talking to shawty and you talking to her and you realize, hey, they big got some problems, dog. Hey, just be like, nah, love, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Yeah. That's crazy though. Loving through your trauma, that's actually crazy. So I wanted to get into this whole. So I received a screenshot from one of my cousins about some male texting his phone from a female's phone saying, and I quote, "Don't call or text her no more." My cousin responds with, "Who the hell is this?"
Yo,
Bro,
listen.
Listen. Tell me what bro say. The Grim Reaper. Nigga, please. Nigga, please. First of all, before we get into the topic, man, dudes be real tough through text message, bro. That's crazy.
I think everybody be tough through not just text messages. I think niggas be tough in real life too, cause it's just like at the end of the day, like you really not gonna do nothing. Like I done, like I do my fair share of selling out, but like I've also seen other niggas shell out. Like nigga, nothing's gonna happen. Like I think 6ix9ine proved that. Like with everything that was going on with social media
Well,
and this and like
well,
this. Like
that's like the gang life though. I've seen like you've seen through social media and shit,
Yeah.
like niggas going outside about women.
niggas do be crashing
know
out.
what I'm
Niggas do be
saying?
crashing
And
out.
that's
But like
crazy.
for the most point, like I don't think nobody really wants to like fight or get into it or like this and this. But I mean,
I don't think nobody trying to fight these days.
Yeah,
But,
well, nah, they shoot niggas, but like
but
niggas be tough, bro. Like it's just something to do. It's just
But like
like
the Grim Reaper, bro, like, bro, you not talking all that in my face, bro. You doing this because you know you'll probably never see me, and you probably a sucker ass nigga, and that's probably why she texted me in the first place.
you're a sucker for messaging another male about
Like,
the girl, because it's like like at the end of the day, like if you got to do that, there's no respect in a relationship. Because like if I shouldn't even have to tell you don't text nobody, but like if I do
Exactly.
tell you, so like bro,
because
just like
because my thing is, so like, let's say it's like a crazy ex or some shit that she got that just occasionally hit her up, like, oh, I want you back type shit. Like, if we solid, you gonna block that nigga as soon as the number comes through.
yeah, but how you get my number? Like that's
yeah.
also a violation of like security. Like
Yeah.
niggas can handle their own, but now you got this nigga texting
mean-
me.
I
So then
mean-
like now I'm at your spot. This nigga might pull up or like it's just a terrible situation.
No, I'm saying, like, let's say you're with a girl and she has a crazy ex texting her phone. Like, she's gonna block the number, so it's no need for you to be like, hey, stop texting this number, because as soon as it comes through, she gonna be like, oh, all right, block,
Yeah.
keep it moving. So if you're ever in a situation where you have to tell another male to, hey, stop texting this number,
Bro, I'm staying away from those people.
You
Anyway.
might
My
wanna
ex
look at your
crazy.
chick,
Yeah, all
dog.
right. Well, I'll let you while y'all figure that out.
you might want to look at your chick, bro. And going along with that, like, I never understood, and with both men and women, I never understood, like, when your spouse is caught cheating and you have aggression towards the person they cheated with. That's just the dumbest thing ever to me.
It is pretty wild though. But like at the end of the day, like you can't control people. You can't control people, bro. Like,
But not even that. Like, so if I'm dating somebody and I walk in the room and she fucking another nigga, like, that nigga owes me no loyalty. Why would I ever? Now, like, if I'm trying to be cool about the situation towards you and you want to be all big and bad, like, yeah, nigga, I was fucking your bitch. Then we gonna have pressure because I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be level headed.
I mean,
nah, because you're
there's
not gonna
no
rub
right
it
and
in
wrong,
the
bro.
face, though.
Like,
But like, if I'm just like, hey, bro, you know what? It is what it is. You know, this ain't really got nothing to do with you. I'm gonna let you go on about your business. You can probably have the bitch when I'm done, but we just gonna have the conversation. Like, I'm not finna come up trying to put hands on you, bro. Like, what you did to me? You
I've
won.
never been in that
You
situation.
played. Oh yeah, I never.
So I don't know how I would
Dick too
respond.
good. Dick too
I,
good.
I think I'd be like, all right, whatever, bro. Like, but like, I don't know.
Nah, I know me. Like, it don't make sense to me. It don't make logical sense.
Nah, I don't, cause it's like it's already
Now-
because it's already far gone. I'm not taking her back anyway though. So like,
Yeah.
there's no reason to really.
Now, if I'm dating a chick and I walk in and you fucking up, like, that's different. It's like, damn,
Yeah.
bro, you
Yeah,
my
oh,
dog.
yeah, homies and shit like that. Yeah,
But like
yeah,
some
yeah.
random nigga, hey, nigga, you played the game and won. But you know, like, don't be, bro, don't be texting nobody phone. Talking
Bro,
about why
I
you
think that's
texting this
crazy though,
number, bro.
honestly. But
And women do it too, bro.
I feel like if you're searching for like answers that you're not getting, then I could kind of see why it could be okay. Like,
What you mean?
so like for instance, just like you might have suspicion that you know the person's maybe cheating and shit like that, but then they're not really like giving you much information, you know, and you just feel deep down like an intuition, like a gut feeling, and then you're like maybe texting that other person for like clarity, not so
Nah.
much aggression, like, hey, don't be texting my girl phone like no more. Like you might just be like, yo, like, so what's up? Like, let me know if I should like cut this girl or cut this nigga. Like,
so
who are you? Like, how this came about? Type, so I could have information on the situation, so I could just figure out how I play it from there.
So I get what you're saying, but where I disagree is, so like, if that is the case, I will come to you about it. Like, I will come to my woman about it. Like, hey, what's going on?
But again, they're like,
No,
nah, bro,
but
you
listen,
crazy. Like,
but see,
hey.
but what I'm saying, So I would come to you like, hey, what's going on? This is how I feel. You know, this is what I feel is going on. I'm just trying to see what's going on, see if we straight, see if you straight.
Yeah.
And if I feel like you not being real or you're deflecting like what I'm trying to bring up, or if I just feel like what you're saying ain't genuine,
Yeah.
then I'm out.
Nah, you not leaving on no hunch.
You
Hey, listen, I
crazy.
ain't gonna lie. I feel like you
No,
told
because-
me no, you ain't doing nothing, but I don't buy it. I'm out of here.
Because if she really wasn't doing nothing, it's a different level of reinsurance that she would give.
Oh, after you had the conversation, kind of
Yeah.
like, yeah, all right, I get you. I get
But
you. I
like,
get you.
if I don't get that, and I'm still
But then, like, that could be also cap because she could already cheated, and now she's like, nah, I wasn't really messing with that like
she ain't gonna be
situation.
able to hide it.
Huh?
She ain't gonna be able to hide it.
You can.
She ain't gonna be able to hide it.
Yeah, but
I ain't gonna lie. I really think women are better cheaters than men.
yeah, for the
shit
simple
hard.
fact that like niggas can only have sex if you allow it.
Well, not just that. I think they're more intelligent with how they go about it and how they hide it.
Yeah.
Cause that shit hard. Catch.
But
cheating.
I ain't gonna
never been
lie.
in
I
that
think niggas
situation.
don't care. They get caught after a certain point. Like they just don't care.
You talking about women?
No, I think just
Dudes
men.
don't care?
I don't think niggas care. Cause it's
About
like
getting caught.
if I get caught, like you either
It
gonna leave or
depends
you
on the
gonna stay.
situation. It depends on
And
the
then
situation.
like I'm just gonna be
Like,
with the cheater.
if we dating, then nigga probably ain't gonna care that much. But if you like married or something, then yeah, nigga, because that's a lot you throwing away. That's a lot you done invested.
Yeah.
And then you probably gonna lose a lot of that. Y'all do get divorced, you gonna be paying this bitch. Bro, you know what's crazy? I didn't know until like maybe a couple years ago what the fuck alimony was.
Yeah.
That is the craziest shit that I've ever heard
Nah,
of in my
it's
life.
really
bro.
it is like because it's like you marry somebody, y'all don't work out, but because she was accustomed to a certain lifestyle,
Like I gotta pay for her.
she
leaving you
wasn't
for a
working. She
reason.
wasn't working. Yeah, you are the reason why she was living that lifestyle. So
That sounds
that is the
Hey,
perk of being
so-
with you. So if she's not with you, then it's just like
Going back to it, this is why you don't 100%. You 50-50 that shit.
50-50.
That way, she got something to leave with when she go. Man,
it's the same thing. It's the same thing with marriage. Cause like
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah, you like nigga, I ain't gonna lie. Marriage is like very woman centric. It's
I don't
it's
believe
not,
in it.
Yeah, it's not for
I don't
niggas.
believe in it. Like, I believe in the idea of it, but like the actual marriage, like the paperwork and all that shit. Cause then it's like it's a contract.
Yeah, it's a contract, and if shit don't work out,
You
then,
ain't got I feel like you ain't got nothing to do with love. It's a contract from that point on.
yeah, it's all about business.
I got my boss.
That's how it was back in the day when it started. It was a business
business.
arrangement. Yeah, you
Yeah,
take my daughter, I give you some cows. Like that's it. Now it's just like yo, like niggas get took to the cleaners all the time, bro.
Prince Akubab, I donate my daughter to you.
Exactly. Same thing with Jits, bro. I ain't gonna lie, there's a bunch of niggas that get put on crazy child supports. Just
Wear a rubber. I'm probably the wrong nigga to be saying. But wear a rubber.
hey man, write that shit up, dog. Write that shit up, man.
Yeah, I'm probably the wrong nigga. But my pull-out ain't work though. Hey, boy, listen.
Yeah.
I ain't outside of DR, boy. I ain't bought condoms. I don't know if that part gonna stay in. It's probably gonna stay in though. But
Oh,
hey, but listen
man,
though.
this nigga
Listen though.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
My
Hey,
test clean though.
yeah,
My test clean.
Yeah,
So,
excellent bill of health from
You know, I don't
American
be,
Health Foundation.
I don't be out, hey, you hear me? I don't be out here fucking unresponsibly.
Yeah, okay, I get you. This nigga taking calculated risks. That makes sense.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah,
I done had scares before.
like.
I think this chick is pregnant.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
nut. Yeah, okay. I thought you meant something else. All right,
Like, boy, that boy, that period be late, and then she be throwing up and shit, and you be like, oh shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro.
cool. I haven't had one of those things in like
It
a
got
long
to the point.
time.
It got to the point where I was like, I just admitted in my head, I'm like, yep, she pregnant.
Yeah.
She pregnant. So I'm out here looking at fucking diaper costs and all this shit, and then that period came on. Wow, I was like, thank God.
The nigga was prepared to be a father. That's crazy.
That's
I'm
crazy.
the opposite. I got an emergency fund.
Nah,
I got an emergency
you talking for
fund.
the play? You talking for the? I don't want to say it. I don't
All
wanna
of them.
talk
Hey,
about
listen.
it.
Hey, so like I'll take care of my responsibility, but like at the end of the day, I'm like, what you trying to do? Cause like, hey, I ain't trying to do it. If you do it, if you want to do it, I'll do it. But like if I'm not trying to do it, so like, but you know, I'm gonna stand on business. But like,
So like,
if you have a financial concern, I got a fund set aside for you.
if you have sex with a woman and you know unprotected sex, and you kind of feel like I'm probably ain't pull out in time, like do you just how does that conversation go? Do you just go by the plan B like, hey,
Yeah, man.
take
Yo,
this?
listen, man. You know how that shit was.
Hey, you know
Yo,
what
because
happened,
there's
man.
certain women where like I know the feelings and I know when to get out of there, and but then like sometimes since you know the feeling, nigga just be just marinating in it, and you just wait to the last possible
Bro.
second. And I had somebody where I tried to like dismount, and then like they locked me in, and then like it
Oh, no,
happened. So
I
it
don't,
was
I
just
don't,
like
I don't. That's why I don't even.
I try to
man,
stay out those positions too. Like
I don't
where
even-
if
I
I
don't even
can't
like
get
letting
out of
women-
there, then like
I don't even like letting women ride no more.
Yeah.
Like at a certain point in the course, when I know like, oh, that nut back round the corner, around the block type shit.
yeah.
You're not riding. It's either back shot, submission there, anything
Yeah.
that I can
Yeah.
pull
Yeah,
and dislodge
right.
from.
Yeah.
Like you're not finna ride me into a baby. Bitch, are you crazy?
Yo, no, and I think they be really wanting it though. I ain't gonna lie though.
They don't.
Cause there's been times where
They
I've been
don't.
on like they've been like cowgirl and then they're like kind of like it was crazy. But
You ever had a chick try to trap you, bro? Bro, I had that, bro. It was crazy.
yes and
It
no.
was crazy. Nah,
Based
like,
on the conversations, I felt like they were trying to trap me, but like the
no,
actions
I'm
didn't
talking.
really.
I'm talking about based on the sex. Like I knew, like, oh, this chick trying to get a baby out of me. Like, I ain't
Yeah, I might have been lied to, but she was like, "I'm on birth control, it's straight." So I'm like,
gonna go. Do you trust
okay.
that these days?
At first, I'm so used to not hearing that, and then I actually end up being with this chick for a little while. But like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, just dumping is it's amazing.
Yes, bro. It's one of the best feelings in the world.
Hey, when
bro.
you just in that thing and then you just keep going and
Just,
keep going and hit another one, it's
what?
just like, oh my
that's-
god, like
that's
I love
wild.
you.
That's wild.
Hey, I said that I was. I said that
That's
shit
wild.
during it. I was just like, yeah, nah, I think I'm in love. Like, it's crazy, but I be trying not to do that because, like,
What, like dumping?
nah, well, yeah, I don't
Or
dump
dumping back
no
to back.
more because, like, there's a certain
Yeah,
level
I
of
don't dump
trust
no
that's
more.
just
Yeah.
like, and I gotta both know if situation happens, like, what our plan is, our goal is, and then like we could like freely like fuck off and shit like that. But I be trying not to do that because, like, bro, a lot of niggas be, bro, this whole baby mama thing is it's crazy.
Crazy.
I don't want one.
I don't want a baby mama. I want
Yeah.
a wife.
Yeah, so
Or you know, a soul partner or something like that. I don't want nothing about the idea of having a baby mama interests me or attracts me. Like that shit
Yeah.
ugly. But yeah, nah, it's crazy. That boy say dumping in it back.
Bro,
like
best feeling ever, bro. One time I had dumped once, dumped twice, but I think I had dumped a third time, and then like the position we was in, nigga, I just went to sleep. I just went to sleep, and I got pushed out. She used whatever muscles to like push me out. It was crazy.
Hey, you ever we someone said that then we got
Fell asleep right there. This shit-
you ever like nut in a chick and then just let that dick sit? You let that dick sit in there for a minute or two, bro. Like that dick just be sitting there for a minute or two while that dick.
That's what I'm
is-
saying.
Yeah.
Get a little pushed out. Yeah, but yeah, that's crazy. The fact that this is even a conversation.
That's what this podcast is, man. Y'all gonna always get the real, man. You know.
That's crazy. What's the next?